Hello, Yellow Jacket Nation. I am coming to you from my home office, which also doubles as our kitchen. This week's video is going to be focused on my coaching philosophy and what it would be like to be a swimmer or diver at Baldwin-Wallace. So I'm going to be talking about our practice schedule, our meet schedule, our training trip in Florida, our training groups. So we have 4 different groups, training groups on our team. So I'm going to be reviewing each of those, and then the season training plan for those groups. I'm happy to be able to include some comments and feedback from some of the swimmers on our team, and also we'll be introducing you to one of our assistant coaches as well. So I hope that this is all great information for you. Please feel free to reach out by text or email if you have any additional questions, and we will continue to bring Baldwin-Wallace to you. Hope you're having a great day and enjoy the video.
Hey everybody, I am Michael Diamond. I am the assistant coach at Baldwin-Wallace. I want to give you a little bit of background about myself. So I did go to Baldwin-Wallace. I went to Baldwin-Wallace from 2007 to 2011. I studied pre-physical therapy and I minored in biology. Over those 4 years, I did swim all 4 years. And now I'm excited to be back on campus. Last year was my first year coaching at BW, and I'll be back again this fall. A couple reasons why I like BW. It's a very tight-knit community. It's a smaller school, but you still get that feel of a bigger school with the amount of kids that are on campus. The people, the students, the staff at BW are all amazing. It's a great community to be a part of, especially in the rec center. So I love coaching at BW. Last year, like I said, was my first year. But I just love coaching in general. It just makes it so much better to be back on campus at BW where I swam and where I spent 4 years of my life. I'm giving people advice, and I'm walking them through their strokes and walking them through their events. It is very fulfilling at the end of the year after going through all of that stress as a coach, because I know what you go through as a swimmer. At the end of the year, to see you look up at the scoreboard and see that you had a best time ever. That is why I love coaching.
Our season typically starts in mid-September. We begin pre-season training right around when the students get back to campus, and those are going to be activities that are led by our seniors, but give an introduction to our dry land and lifting program, and also give the team the opportunity to get in the water and to get ready for our season to start. As I mentioned, we typically start our season in mid-September. Dual meets are going to start around that 3rd weekend in October, and we're going to continue training through the winter break and have meets through our conference championship, which falls in that 3rd week to 3rd weekend in February. So we have about a 5-month season. Our goal every year is to have swimmers and divers qualify for the NCAA championships, which typically fall the 3rd week of March. So there would be an additional month should you qualify for NCAAs. A typical training week for our swimmers and divers is going to include practice Monday through Saturday, unless we have a meet on Saturday, which typically we do. We're going to do lifting and swimming doubles Tuesday and Thursday mornings, with our main practice of the day falling Monday through Friday afternoons. We include dry land as part of our Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoon swim practice. Our mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays start at 6 a.m. with a lift, and then we hop in the pool for about a 45-minute practice after we finish the lift. Typically in those morning workouts, our goal is to be more technique focused. So we're trying to pick very specific parts of your stroke or very specific parts of your race, starts, turns, finishes, underwaters, that we are focusing on in those morning sessions. So those really aren't yardage grabs for us.
Is it really that big? Yeah. I got the.
The Monday through Friday afternoons are going to be our quality workouts, and depending on the day and depending on your training group would determine what you're doing in those afternoon workouts. Our 4 training groups include the sprinters, who swim the 50 and 100 free and typically the 100 of a stroke as their third event. We have our stroke NIM group, and those swimmers are going to swim the 100 and 200 of their stroke, and then typically the 200 or 400 IM. We have our middle distance freestylers who will train for the 200 and the 500, and most often will swim the 100 free as well. Sometimes we've had somebody throw in a 200 back or 200 butterfly as their third event. And then we have our distance swimmers who primarily train for the mile. They also swim the 500 freestyle. And I would say in recent seasons, our distance swimmers have been swimming the 400 IM as their third event, but we've also had a number of our distance swimmers who train for the 200 free also. I continue to mention a third event. One of the cool things about swimming in college is that you do get to swim 3 individual events. So it's a little bit different than high school where you would only have 2. So part of the process in your freshman year is going to be identifying what your 3 events are going to be. So what 3 events would you swim for Baldwin-Wallace at our conference championship? And based on which events you swim, that's how we determine which training group you're going to work with.
My favorite thing about BW is the opportunities that we have here. There are so many amazing opportunities that are provided by the university that help make your college experience what you want it to be. My favorite thing about our team is that everybody is so friendly. I made friends right off the bat, and it really helped my season progress the way it did because I knew I always had someone who had my back every time I was feeling down about a swim or a practice. The good thing about practices here at BW is that everything is split up into what you swim. So if you're a sprinter, you do a sprint workout. If you're an IMer or maybe a 200, 100 stroke person, you're in the mid-distance set. And if you're a 500, mile, 1,000, those people, you're in the distance set. And I feel like it really brings a different way to train than you did in high school. And it has really helped me out because like my high school is kind of like the garbage yardage sets. But here at BW, I've been training a lot with the IM and breaststroke, and it's really helped my stroke progress over the season.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hi, I'm Julia.
Hi, I'm Emily.
I'm a sophomore here at BW. I'm majoring in business administration, minoring in psychology. I'm a distance swimmer on the BW swim team. One thing I love about the swim team is their coaching staff. They're the best, and how close our team gets. We all go to Starbucks, we all train on and off campus, and on and off season. We're all really close, I don't know.
Alright, I'm Julia. I am a sophomore here as well. I'm from Ohio, Strongsville, Ohio, about 10 minutes away, which is nice. I'm a transfer from Ashland University, and I actually only swam for a month at Ashland, but when I came here and I met Laura, she was the one that kind of talked me into wanting to swim again, as well as my roommates, so that's really cool. I would say my favorite thing about swimming is just how rewarding it is in general, and just being around everybody and making a bunch of new friends. We're actually all living again together next year in a big house with like 5 of us, which is in the middle of campus, and that's super cool, so yeah.
I'm Emily, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm also a sophomore, and I'm sort of middle distance freestyle and some butterfly. And I'd say my favorite thing about the team is how close we are, and how in Florida I think the team gets even closer. So I think that's a really fun aspect. And our coaching staff is great, and yeah.
It has always been a goal of mine as a coach to make sure that we communicate with our swimmers and divers what the goals of each workout are. So we want to make sure that after you've put in a hard 2 hours of work, that you leave knowing what you worked for in that session. I've never felt that I'm a coach that has prescribed garbage yardage. There are certainly going to be days where it's going to be a little bit more aerobic focused, and we are going to get in higher yardage that day, but that is always something that we talk to the swimmers about and explain what their focuses should be while they are practicing that day. We're really big on being fast in and out of our walls, working on our underwaters. So even on those days that the yardage is a little bit higher, we're going to talk to the swimmers about focusing on their turns, focusing on their underwaters, and on their breath control. So swimming that yardage in a smart way, a way that is going to help them down the road in their races. For you, a few sample workouts that I'm going to go through and explain what the goals of those workouts are. So I hope that you enjoy getting a chance to look at those, and please feel free to reach out with any questions that you might have. One of the coolest times of year for a college swimmer is our training trip. The Baldwin Wallace swimming and diving team travels to Sarasota, Florida every December during that first week of our winter break after finals. We are there for anywhere from 8 to 9 days, so we're able to get in 15 or 16 training sessions while we are in Florida. We train at an awesome pool in Sarasota called the Arlington Aquatic Center, if you want to look it up. And we stay in Siesta Key, which is a beautiful beach village. We're right on the Gulf of Mexico, so a nice warm breeze coming off of the ocean, beautiful white sand beaches, a lot of little shops and restaurants and ice cream shops that are just within walking distance of the condos. So between those swim sessions or after our final practice of the day, our swimmers and divers are able to go to the beach, head into town, or relax around the condominium pool and really enjoy being in Florida. I have to be honest, it is one of my favorite times of the year, not just because we get in such great training, but also because it's such an awesome opportunity for our team to get away together. And let's be honest, when do you get to just be a swimmer or just be a diver? There's so many things that you guys are responsible for. That's 1 week that we get to take you away from all of those other things and really just get to focus on helping you achieve your goals. And it's just a really neat experience as a coach. I remember loving training trip as a swimmer, so now to get to be on the other side of it and put that week together for our swimmers and divers, it's really a special thing. So enjoy looking at some pictures and videos from our training trip. I truly believe that as a coach, it is my responsibility to give you all of the tools that you need to be the most successful swimmer and the most successful diver you can be. So every day I'm looking for new ways that we can help you achieve in that area. We like to be creative with our training because I don't think that our sport should ever become boring or ever become a chore. I want to have our swimmers and divers leave practice every day excited about the rest of the season, excited about what they're doing and working hard towards, and knowing that they've had an opportunity to work hard to achieve their goals. I truly believe that as we continue to improve as individuals, it's only going to help our team get stronger. So we are very focused on the individual within our program and helping each individual refine their strokes, refine their technique on the board so that they can get better. Ultimately though, we all need to have the same team goal. And if we achieve our goal as a team, most likely all of our individuals will be successful in their own way. Our goal is to win a conference championship. Our goal is to have swimmers and divers at the NCAA championship. We want to have a presence on that national stage so everybody knows who the Yellow Jackets are. Other goals that we have as a program are to achieve in the classroom and achieve in the Baldwin-Wallace community. So we have a lot of swimmers that are involved in campus organizations. We carry a 3.4 GPA on our women's team, just around a 3.0 on our men's team. So we are achieving in the pool, in the classroom, and on campus, which is really exciting to be able to say as a coach. I'm so proud of our team and am proud of everything that they're accomplishing, and I'm happy that I get a chance to be a part of it.
Let's go, baby!
Which lane lines those?
Yeah, Mike.